might look better if I have the laptop open. Oh, no, actually, it might block you.
That's probably okay. Should I put the beer? I probably shouldn't have the beer on the
I keep it over there.
They won't believe me that it's a... You're going to have to read off questions and stuff because I don't think I can read them from there. People ask stuff. It says live for like 2 seconds and then went away. Oh, there it is again. Hello.
Well, yeah, this is live. Let's ask one of the guys if they could go and check. There we go. We have people in the chat room. Cool. Rule of 3. Hello. This is Jesse Smith.
I'm Jared Haldugas.
And we are from Rotary Games. We're going to talk about Rudo Resurrection. So we have some people joining. We're just starting now, so we will just sort of chit-chat for a bit, and then as we get some more questions, we can start answering them. But so it's Jared and I. We also have the other devs in chat room right now. We didn't want to have to bother them with our first Twitch stream. We figured we'd be the guinea pigs, and then future ones we'll get some other people involved in it as well. But let's see. This Twitch interface is a little different. It's a little weird, but looks like we have one person in the chat room, but I can't tell who's in. So, oh, viewer list. There we go. Cool. So we have a few people in. Awesome. So if anyone wants to go ahead and ask some questions, feel free to ask questions. What we'll do is we'll just sort of run down a quick little update of what's going on with Rudo Resurrection, what's coming up, and then as you have questions, just jump in there, throw them in the chat room, and we'll answer them as we get them. So, Jared, so what we did today, we edited together another video, and it's going to be debuting on Sunday, actually. It's going to be played at the CHIKARA Internet Pay-Per-View. So if you live anywhere near Easton, Pennsylvania on Sunday, Jared and myself will be there live and in person. We'll have our own table. We'll be talking about Rudo Resurrection. We'll be chit-chatting with the fans, hopefully, trying to drum up some more support for the Kickstarter. So it should be a lot of fun being there. And so if you're there, cool, you can come hang out with us. You can come chat with us. And maybe we'll have, I don't know, maybe we'll show the game off.
Oh, we would certainly have some pictures and stuff, some new screenshots to
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
Maybe a teaser of the game, perhaps.
Maybe.
If you really want it, I guess.
And then we will, during the internet stream, I'm not sure if you'll see it live in the arena if you're there. I don't know if there's a video screen hooked up, but I think there will be. But anyways, there will be a new sort of teaser trailer, 35-second spot that will be playing during the stream of the internet pay-per-view. So we actually just posted an update to Kickstarter and also on our website, and there's a link to the stream for that. So if you're interested in checking out CHIKARA, I would recommend go checking out Rotary-games.com, or just go to Kickstarter and you can see the update there. And we'll have all sorts of stuff popping up there. This is the first update of hopefully several, right?
Yeah, we plan to update every a couple times a week. I just wanted to definitely take a moment to say thank you to everybody. We've had some awesome support so far. It's been pretty crazy doing Kickstarter, and I think every single day is a new learning process for us.
Yeah.
But it's been really great, and hopefully we can keep building this roller coaster ride and enjoying it together. So
Let me one sec here. It looks like someone's saying we're a little quiet, so let me see if I can.
You have to just turn your mic up really loud.
Bump up some of the audio here. Let's see.
And bear with us. This is our first Twitch stream ever, I think, right?
Yes,
Yeah, so.
ever. I don't even see a place to bump it up.
We could just talk really, really loud.
I can bump it up on my board. We're all pro and shit here, right? Something like that. No, I don't want to mute it. No, that's bad. Okay, let me. All right. How about that? Can the people out in the chat room hear us a little bit better now? Jared, won't you say something?
Yeah, you're definitely louder in my headphones for sure.
Yes.
So.
Well, you're used to hearing me talk, so.
That's true.
So hopefully that's a little bit better. Let us know, someone in the chat room, if that sounds better. We have our own devs tuning in, and let's take a moment to talk about them, Jared.
Sure. So we have we're a total of 6 people, Jesse and myself. And in addition, we have Lou, and he is our lead artist. I'm going to butcher his last name. I didn't want to.
Lou Tamaro.
There you go. I was going to say tomorrow, and this is not.
You
right,
say tomorrow, I say tomorrow.
Nice. So yeah, he's our lead artist. He's been awesome to putting together all the visuals for us, and doing production art, as well as working with some other people that are helping us and kind of leading the artist team and the charge. In addition, we are. Let's see, we have Matt Elliott, who's our lead or level designer, and he has been rocking the levels. He pretty much busts out faster than we can give him work to do, so he's awesome.
Yep.
And Jared Edwards is our scripter designer, who's been doing a bunch of the player side logic and flow. And Matt Weideman is our animator, who's getting married soon. So congratulations, Matt.
He just couldn't stand us. He wanted to get away from us.
I was going to say, he just went to go get married in a couple days, right? So.
Yeah, he decided marriage is one way to get away from us.
It's
so
better than startup.
It might be. I don't know. I don't have experience.
So anyways, yeah, so that's our team. We've basically got, I think, 50 or so years of dev experience combined.
Mm-hmm.
We've all been doing it for a long time. We've been gamers since, day one of our lives.
Well, actually, I was like day 3.
Oh, all right. Well, you were a late bloomer.
Yes.
I was right out of the womb and playing video games. But yeah, no, we're just, I don't know, we're big big gamers, and we love actually being able to make games. So hopefully we can keep this going. And you guys are a huge part of that. So
yeah. Cool. So we have some more people coming in the chat room. Awesome. So once again, for those of you who just joined, feel free to ask questions. Just blurt them out whenever. Otherwise, we're just going to ramble, and you guys don't really want that, do you?
we're going to start playing cards.
Yeah, we may play like Monopoly or something.
Nice.
As long as I can get Boardwalk. So yeah, just blurt them out if you have questions, and we'll stop and take them as we get them. So hopefully we sound a little bit better. I think we were a little quiet before. Let us know if you're having trouble hearing us, and we can jack up the volume a little bit more. But so we posted our first update to Kickstarter today, just actually right before we went on the air. So on there, we sort of talk about how exciting this whole process has been. Just checking out everyone talking about the game, and it's all over the internet. I mean, right? Like it's not just the places we thought it would be. It's like all these other places that we had no idea.
Yeah, I mean, we've been spending a lot of time kind of trying to track where everybody's talking about us and trying to chime in where we can. And wrestling sites and blogs and Reddit has actually been really cool.
Yep.
And it's we're going to do an AMA later this month probably. And just talk on Reddit, and for anybody who wants to join us there. It's been pretty impressive to see, just lots of different corners of the internet, kind of talking about Rudo and talking about Rotary games and talking about CHIKARA. So
Yeah, absolutely. So that's been a lot of fun, just going around like all these these areas that we thought were dark corners of the internet. We hadn't waded in before, but it's awesome to see people talking about even the good stuff and the bad. We took a big risk with putting our Kickstarter out at this point in time, and but what we wanted to do was we wanted to work with the people who will be playing it from day one, from early, or day 30 as it were, right? So we wanted to just get everyone in at the ground level and just work with everyone to make this an awesome game. So we're looking for feedback, we're looking for ideas, we're looking for all sorts of stuff. So please feel free. We want to make this game with you. It's not just a game that we're going to be all selfish and make it the game that we want to play. Well, granted, we're going to do that, but we also want to make it the game that you want to play.
There's wiggle room.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
well, I mean, the other thing to say is that we definitely have a kind of a plan and a roadmap for this, and we're going to kind of unveil that to you as we go along with the Kickstarter and hopefully beyond. So we have some plans for combat. We're kicking. We got the base level out of there so that we could just show you guys what we were doing from like he said, day 30. It took us about a month, the team of 6, to make the original Kickstarter video. So, we're really aware that it's base level combat. There's no bells and whistles, added on, but all of that stuff is getting put in as we speak, really. We're working to try to make it a little bit more sexy and stuff like that. There's a whole series of plans there.
So we get some feedback. Someone just said, "Sounds good. I can hear Jesse well, but JHD is a little quieter."
Because I don't want to swallow my mic.
You know why? It's because I have
special mic.
a couple $100 on this mic,
Yeah,
and his was like $40.
Jesse gave me the piece of shit mic. That's cool.
So
he's muting me on purpose.
yes, we don't need to hear him talk. So cool. Chaos Bringer 21 said the sound is good. So
thanks, Chaos
cool.
Bringer 21.
Since this is our first time, just want to make sure we're getting it right. And so thanks everyone for tuning in, first of all. And once again, if you guys have questions, feel free to toss them out in the chat room and we'll answer them as we get them. So with the update on Kickstarter, like we talked about, this was sort of a risky endeavor, but we wanted to involve people from the ground up, and we've already had some minor tweaks. We posted a before and after photo of the city level. Now, at first glance, you may not notice a big difference, but we call out, subtlety is everything in the devil's in the details, as they say. So if you look closely at the two pictures, you'll see one is very pristine. It's a city that looks like it was just built. And what we did was our artist, Lou, went through and just sort of dirtied it up a little bit, added some details, some dirt in the cracks, some debris, and now it looks like a city that's lived in. It's a very subtle change, but we wanted to show you some of the progress that we're doing. We have some more stuff that's in motion right now, and that Jared will talk about in just a second. But for right now, we just want to show a little bit of progress, and then hopefully, definitely by the end of the Kickstarter campaign, we'll have additional footage to show you guys of what we're working on now. Do you want to talk a little bit about that, Jared?
About gameplay specifically?
Yeah. About animations and stuff.
Yeah. No, I mean, so one of the things that we're doing is we're trying to infuse a lot of the character into the animations. We're really trying to get sort of a sense of, who these wrestlers are all, real wrestlers. They're all out there and they're working their butts off in the wrestling ring, and we kind of want to make sure that we capture their personas and their character that they've been putting out there. So we have a lot of one of the nice things about this CHIKARA IP is that we have a bunch of videos, a bunch of work to riff off of.
Yeah.
So we're able to just kind of take those and try to capture, who is Fire Ant and who is Green Ant and who are all these different wrestlers that you kind of know and love.
It's a mystery.
It's secret. Well, it's true. They do have a mask.
Although Matt Elliott, I think, is one of the wrestlers.
Yeah, Reddit apparently thought that Matt Elliott was one of the wrestlers in CHIKARA, which is not true.
Our level designer extraordinaire, Matt Elliott.
Yeah.
Although, you know what? Maybe he is.
Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe he will be one day.
Nice. Yeah, we'll give him a cameo.
This will inspire him to go to wrestling school.
Maybe Reddit has launched his wrestling career.
Yes.
Matt Elliott, level designer by day and wrestler by night.
He picked the wrong career path. He found his true calling now.
Nice. So anyways, yeah, so we're working really hard on kind of taking a next pass at the animations, really looking at them, trying to get, a sense of flair, I guess would be the best, not Ric Flair necessarily, but, flair.
I'm going to chop you right now.
Jim Duggan. Yeah, anyways, but no, I mean, we're just trying to get a good sense of what their character is and try to really convey that and kind of have fun with it. One of the things with CHIKARA is that they have a lot of fun, with their IP and with their wrestling, and so we want to make sure that that's conveyed in the game. That we're not just, it's not just a snooze fest, beat 'em up. So look forward to that. I hopefully we'll have something in the next week or two, or soon. We're gonna kind of keep throwing out updates as soon as we get them to you guys. And
and right now, like, the combat is very basic. We sort of spell it out a little bit in the Kickstarter campaign, but we want to have it's just the very first iteration. This is combat 1.0.
Yep.
And it's got basic attacks, but there's going to be a little bit more added. Well, a lot more added, actually, but that's how we're building. We're building it and we're iterating on it. So we're getting the system in place. You can play it. You can hit a button if you're playing on a controller. If you can use a keyboard, and you can play it. You can see that it's working. You can defeat guys. It's a very, very basic combat setup, but it works. And getting it to work that's no small task.
Yeah, it was a month's worth of work
in 1 month.
Yep. For a handful of us. So. I mean, I think, we've got, we kind of talk about it a little bit on Kickstarter, but, there's obviously a lot of words there, so maybe you don't read that part. But we've got signature attacks planned for every single wrestler that we do. We've got special attacks, so each one of them is going to have kind of unique attacks. We're going to try to play with their locomotion, to play with their jumps, things that you're not seeing on there that are already in are the jumps, the signature attacks, and the special attacks. We're still polishing those and getting those ready for kind of viewing. But those are all kind of in the game already. We just finished work on our first boss. Should we just say there's a boss out there?
Sure. We won't reveal who.
Yeah, he's the secret for now. But,
you have to wait till Sunday.
Sunday. So anyways, yeah, he's really so we started playing with that and sort of special moves for boss attacks and how that works exactly. And kind of a different setup rather than the standard popcorn mobs out there.
Yeah, absolutely. And so we have a lot of stuff in motion right now. We have, obviously, what Jared had talked about, sort of Combat 2.0, upgrading the combat. There'll probably be several iterations of that. This is just the next evolution.
So 1.01.
Yeah, so maybe 1.1.
1.1.
Yeah, it'll be easier to go there. So,
hotfix.
Yeah, hotfix. So we've done lots of hotfixes in our day. Let's get it right so we don't have to do too many hotfixes.
No more hotfixes.
Yeah. So that's one thing we're working on. Also, we're working with some concept artists. You guys may have seen the awesome concept art by our good friend James Ball. He did the Black Tea Garden, which you can see on the Kickstarter campaign page and also in the Kickstarter video. And James is a fantastic artist, and we love working with him. And he's working on some more stuff right now that hopefully once it's done, we'll be able to show you guys. But we also are working with another concept artist, and hopefully we'll have some of that to show in the next days to week. We'll see. We don't want to put a definitive date on it, but there's some cool stuff coming in there, so you guys can see the concepts. And Matt Elliott is furiously building the next. Well, really, he's sort of working on 2 levels at a time.
Yep.
One is our final level. We want to make sure we get that right. And there's some awesome, very cool stuff going on in that. So he wanted to get a jump on that and get a head start. And so he's going to be working on the second level. So we're waiting on a concept from that, and I think he might be just sort of messing around with it right now. But we won't talk about that just yet. Let's wait till we get the concept out there, and we'll talk about what we'll leave that for next week. About the level. Not that we don't want to tell you guys, but we have a month-long campaign to run here for Kickstarter, and we want to keep some surprises down the road, and it's more effective if we can show you what we're talking about as opposed to just talking about it. So let's do that. And so that's in motion. We have some other cool stuff that's coming down the pipe here. That as soon as we get stuff, we'll be able to show you guys. We have another. We've already revealed the first 3 playable characters.
Yep.
So it's the colony. We have Fire Ant, who you see, he's in the video. He's the first playable character that we show off, but we also have 2 other playable characters. We have a green ant and we have a sail ant, and we don't have. We'll have them in game soon. We basically have the art for them, right? The texture and stuff. So, we're one of the other things we're working on now is getting the trios system hooked up. So, what the trios system is, we'll go over this a little bit now. This will be a good time. In most games, when you play, you have a certain amount of characters, right? You know, you play Mario, you have 3 lives. You get killed, you have another life. In this, what we're doing, it's a little bit different. You have a trio of wrestlers, so you pick 3 wrestlers to start a level. At the beginning of the game, we're probably just going to give you the colony to start, so you have the colony to play with, and then as you go through the game, you'll unlock additional characters. But you'll be able to tag in and out whenever you want, basically. There may be a cooldown. I'm not sure, like, exactly. We're still working on the system right now, but that way you can, you play through. Let's say Fire Ant gets a little dinged up and he's like a quarter of a health. You can go ahead and tag him out, tag in Green Ant, and Green Ant can take over. And what we want to do is, hopefully, if we get enough money, the Kickstarter, one of the stretch goals is to add in character archetypes. I don't want to get too much into that yet because it's still way off in the distance, and if we don't hit the stretch goal, we probably won't be able to implement it. But it'll basically give a different feel to the characters. We still will have enough distinct flavor without the archetypes, so each character will feel different. But with the archetypes, it would be a really cool thing because each character would definitively have its own style. And
one of our goals is to try to hit the kind of replayability of these levels. We don't want to just have, you play through this game once with the colony and then, oh, well, nothing to see here. And so the real goal is to try to get you back into, the levels again and be able to play through with different styles, see different things, have different things happen, kind of really lean on randomization. And there's a lot of good models out there for games that have done this successfully. And, kind of one of our whole goals all along has been to take the beat-em-up side-scroller genre and kind of, add that little tweak or twist to it that makes it, kind of take some more newer game mechanics and newer kind of, successful game mechanics and applying them to the side-scroller. Because, I don't know, we all grew up playing side-scrollers and they're awesome, but, they're kind of pretty standard. And it's been a long time since anybody's really, kind of evolved that. And there's definitely people out there that have done it, and we just want to kind of be one of them. So.
Definitely, and in the last couple of years, there have been some really great submissions to the genre. We've had, like, obviously Castle Crashers changed everything, as far as the sort of next-gen beat-em-up goes. That game's incredible, and we've had other games come out, like Shank, that we've talked about, and other games like that. So there's the Scott Pilgrim game that came out a couple of years ago was also very good. Yep. So there's a lot of cool...
Strider just came out.
Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. And I guess Deadlight I don't know if that's technically a beat-em-up, but it's a pretty-looking game. So there's some cool side-scrolling games that are coming out, and we're using Unreal 4 as we talked about, when we want to get have it look really nice. So we're using this sort of next level technology, and we want to try to advance it a little bit. Take the things that we loved about the old beat 'em ups and just move it ahead a little bit and try to make something just a tiny bit different, but pay homage to a lot of those as well.
Yeah, and I mean, Unreal 4 has been amazing to work for. Or with, I should say. It's an incredible engine, and we've been able to really. I think we're not going to harness the photorealistic AAA top of the line graphic style, because that's not the graphic style we chose.
Yep.
We chose for more comic book to kind of pay homage to the CHIKARA IP. But what Unreal does allow us to do is hopefully eventually we're going to play with some claw sim and just kind of really try to take a bunch of advantage of the power of the engine to apply it to the side scroller cartoony world. And I think there's a lot of kind of tricks, and one of the reasons we kept 3D models, for example, instead of 2D models, is that we can kind of play some tricks with the camera and various things that we wouldn't be able to do if we had stayed in a 2D world.
Yep, and you guys will get a tiny glimpse of that in the video coming up that we're going to release on Sunday for the CHIKARA show.
For Secret Boss Man.
Yes, so it's just a tiny little glimpse. We really need to. We'll leverage it a lot more as we get further along, but it's just a tiny little taste. So, so that's cool. Someone just said, "Oh my God, it's JHD and Jesse Slysol." Hey,
Hi,
Slice All.
hi, whoever you are.
Yeah. I just refreshed the actual
that's
dashboard.
I think that's the Laurens.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Lauren.
So we have, I don't know, we're just going to go about 30 minutes. So we're 25 minutes in. If anyone has any questions, just throw them out there, because we're sick of hearing our own voice. So, what else is coming up? JHD Jared. What I don't even know what do the folks know you better as?
I don't think anybody knows me as anything, but
The guy with the P on his
guy,
hat.
yeah, the pirate.
The pirate, yeah. So, we're gonna do these weekly. We're gonna do every Monday, probably
Forever.
no, maybe forever. I don't know.
Hopefully forever.
Hopefully, we'll probably do it at the same time. It seems like a reasonable time to do it. So, this week we got delayed and we did it on Tuesday, but we will probably do them Mondays going forward. So you can look forward to checking this out every Monday, probably around 3. We'll nail that down and let you guys know for sure. But we want to keep it consistent so everyone knows to tune in. Someone just asked how you make it good animation. Twan XP asked that.
How do we make the good animations?
So as Jared had mentioned a little bit earlier, I'm not sure if you're in the chat room, but we're going to be adding some more character and personality to the animations, because originally we got them in just so we could test, proof of concept, show that when you hit the kick button, you kick. When you hit the punch button, you punch. That sort of was what it was for. And now we're adding more polished animations. They're going to have more character, going to have more personality, and it should be more fun overall. That's the big thing is, like we said, we took a risk by doing that, but we wanted to show you guys that we had a combat system that was in place that worked, and now we're embellishing and making it better. So, so that's what we're going to do for the animation Twan XP, and hopefully we'll get, as we move along and get this pipeline, more consistent, that as we get the animations, they'll be the right ones the first time. We did a bit of a rush job to get everything in and get it ready for the Kickstarter. So,
well, and one of the things too is we try to build a baseline for the characters. That we have a lot of wrestlers that we're going to end up being able to do hopefully, and we wanted to make sure that we weren't redoing animations from the ground up every single time we made a new wrestler. Right, the goal ultimately is to have one wrestler base, and then be able to just take those bases, make them specific and special to that actual wrestler, and then go from there. It saves us a bunch of time to be able to actually do it that way, and we can get better animations by doing it that way. So what you're seeing is kind of the base layer. It's like you're building a giant carrot cake, and there's no icing on it at this point in time, right? It doesn't taste very good, but it's there, and once you eventually put the icing on there, it's going to be amazing. So
I do love carrot cake.
Carrot cake.
If anyone wants to get us carrot cake, we certainly won't turn it down. So if you see us around anywhere, is there a way we can add on Kickstarter to pledge carrot cake instead of money?
Yeah, that sounds good. You don't get a reward; you just give us carrot cake.
Yes, we get the reward.
Exactly. The reward is give devs carrot.
Oh man,
cake.
this is a great idea. We need to get Kickstarter on the line right now.
Kickstarter.
Kickstarter. Ooh.
Sorry. I will have at least one bad.
If we don't get another question in the next couple minutes, you're going to hear more of that.
Yeah, I'm going to keep going.
That hard hitting.
We're going to get Carrot Top to sponsor it.
Oh God.
See, it's going to just go.
So, what else? What else we have going on? So the event, I think we mentioned this already, but we're going to be in Pennsylvania on Sunday at the CHIKARA show. So if you are anywhere near Eastern Pennsylvania on Sunday, you should come check it out.
Get our autographs.
Give us
one of the things
cake.
we are doing this week, hopefully later on this week, we'll be revealing some of the kind of a new piece of concept art.
Oh yeah.
That will eventually, I think, potentially be part of our poster give reward.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet looking so far.
It's pretty amazing.
Not quite done, but
yep. We're still working on. We're still polishing it up, but once that's revealed, we've got kind of a fun little. We'll have all of the 9 wrestlers that we'll be hopefully unveiling.
Yeah, so we have the base game. If we hit 50K on Kickstarter, that's the base game, and that includes 6 characters. But really, the next stretch goal, the very first stretch goal actually is to add 3 more playable characters. So what we did was we had the piece done with 9 characters, so that hopefully we would hit that. We didn't want to just show the 6. So
well, we really want to ultimately do as many of the stable as we can. Right?
Yeah, I mean ultimately there's going to hopefully be 24 characters, but
nice.
That's in the future. That's so well, it's 3:30. I don't know. What do you say, Jared?
You want to hear us keep talking?
Yeah, I'm sick of hearing myself talk. Sorry. I was editing video very, very late into the night, and I'm working on just a couple hours of sleep. So maybe I'll take a nap right here while on live Twitch TV streaming. So unless there's any other questions, I guess we'll wrap it up. This is our first Twitch TV. We didn't want to make a big deal about this because it was our first time doing it. So we didn't want to set ourselves up for failure if the stream didn't work or if we had issues. But I think this was pretty smooth. And then so we'll do this again next week, and we'll advertise it a little bit better and get some more people in here, get some more questions. And feel free to think of some questions over the course of the week. If there's something that comes up and you want to ask, feel free to let us know, or even you can tweet us.
Yep. And we really need please get the word out about Rudo. I think we need everybody's help to kind of send the message.
Well, that too. Hopefully,
send the message out there that we're there and we're here and we're this is something we want to do. This is our passion. This is our life. This is not we are not hopefully a flash in the pan. We want to be here for a long time. So. Please, help us spread out the word and let everybody know that we're here. So, thank you guys again for supporting. Everybody's been awesome.
Yeah, absolutely.
And keep the feedback coming and keep everything. Let us know what you think and what you feel and how the updates are and what you want to see and all sorts of stuff, and we'll try to get it all out to you.
Yeah, absolutely. So once again, we posted our first update to Kickstarter today, and it's also on our website, rotary-games.com. So go check that out. We'll have another update or 2 before we talk next time, and hopefully we'll have some cool stories to talk about from being at the CHIKARA show.
Yeah, definitely.
So next week we'll hype up the Twitch stream a little bit more, and we'll have some cool stories to tell. Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully we'll get some good. Maybe we'll get we'll capture some video footage.
Nice
of us down there.
Be real.
Yeah. Little be-real,
we'll do some wrestling matches.
Little documentary style, maybe. I don't know. Maybe we can hop in the ring.
Nice.
So I guess that'll do it.
Ultra Mantis Black.
I don't know if you want to mess with Ultra Mantis Black.
Not. He might be too much for me.
So cool. Thank you everybody for tuning into this sort of impromptu Twitch stream. We're gonna do one again next week. We'll let you guys know. It'll probably be Monday at 3, but we'll definitely post that up on all the social medias as soon as we get that information. So, all right, everyone, cool. Thanks for joining us. This has been a lot of fun, and we will see you next week. Right, Jared?
Yep. See you next week.